What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing another Manchester City transfer update, and we've got some breaking news in terms of Ferran Torres. But before I do crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, you want to help to support my channel, then do subscribe, press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on that push towards 22k subscribers. Now less than 800 subscribers away from that goal. We're going to be doing daily Manchester City transfer updates throughout all of the January transfer window coming up. That's nearly a week or so away. So do subscribe if you haven't already. Social media links there in the description below, sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Leave a thumbs up once more if you do enjoy this video. Once more, the like goal, 300 likes. If you could hit that, that would be brilliant. And also let me know your thoughts in the comments below of what you made of these transfers. Without further ado though, let's crack on with this transfer update. We're going to start off with some contract news, and we've got an update on Joao Cancelo. Now, Fabrizio Romano, he says that Manchester City, they are currently working on a 5-year contract with Joao Cancelo to keep him at Manchester City, which I'm going to presume with talks taking place in early 2022 that it would be a new contract until 2027. He's part of many first-team players at Manchester City are currently having a look at to try and tie down to long-term deals, and Joao Cancelo is getting into line for potentially one of them players that could well be signing a new contract very soon. Now, moving on to the outs, we've got an update on Fernandinho, and it's been reported that Fernandinho could retire this summer, according to Sports Witness. He's debating on his future, and Pep Guardiola has apparently told Fernandinho that he wants him to stay at Manchester City past this summer and stay to be part of his backroom staff. So decision time is coming for Fernandinho. Apparently there are going to be offers for him to go back to his hometown, his home country, of Brazil, and there could well be some offers from other clubs in South America for him as well. So it's all about, does Fernandinho want to hang up his boots and move into life after playing as a football player and taking up a coaching role, working with someone like Pep Guardiola, which would be a fantastic learning experience, certainly for someone that would be new to coaching, or does he want to stay carrying on playing as a football player for a few more years? He probably does still have a good 2, 3, 4 years left in him before he does need to retire. It's all about if the opportunity's there, does he want to take that up? We'll see. Decision time is coming pretty soon, though, for Fernandinho. Now, moving on to our final story of the outs, let's crack on with this update on Ferran Torres. Now, the latest, Fernando Polo, a journalist in Spain, is saying that Barcelona, Manchester City, they believe they were working on a €50 million deal to make this transfer happen. It has been reported by the MEN, reliable information that Barcelona are working on a deal worth £50 million rather than €50 million. It's believed to be straight up cash, no players, no swaps, nothing else involved, pure money. Manchester City want the cash to be used to sign a striker in the summer rather than the winter. So that's a big update in itself, but City are believed to be close to selling Ferran Torres for £50 million. This transfer, Barcelona want it to be done in January. They want to use Ferran Torres to be one of their leading attackers, to build a team around him as Barcelona look towards youth players and bringing players up, and the hottest prospects from the Spanish national team, and Ferran Torres certainly would be included in that. Now, it's believed that Barcelona have already got a 5-year agreement in place with the player and his representatives. The only big problem is in terms of payment, and seemingly this big hurdle is starting to be chipped down and chipped down and chipped down. It is being described as being a deal that is close now to being completed. The only factor we're waiting on, if we know it's going to be £50 million, and we know that Ferran Torres has already got his personal terms agreed, the only thing we're literally waiting on with this transfer is how that £50 million will be paid to Manchester City. Will it be one straight up £50 million lump sum? I highly doubt that, by the way. What clauses are going to be put into this deal? I imagine they'll be working towards consistent payments based over numerous amounts of years. For example, it could be 5 years, 10 million every single year on a set date for the next 5 years pays for the transfer. That is quite plausible that that could be the case. It could be a case where kind of like a deposit is put down, where it could be 20, 30 million pounds put as an upfront fee, and the rest of it's paid over the instalments consistent to City. The one thing we do know, the whole transfer will be worth 50 million pounds, and it's seemingly looking like Ferran Torres, sooner rather than later, could become a Barcelona player and leave Manchester City. With him, of course, having his injury, I'm just wondering, is it going to get to a point where we may never again see Ferran Torres in a Manchester City shirt? That is quite realistic. I'll keep my eyes and ears open on that one. Let me know what you think, though, in the comments below. Now, moving on to the ins, we've got one last story to look at. Comes in the form of an update on Dusan Vlahovic. Now, Spurs, they're interested in signing him. Manchester City are interested in signing him. There's lots of interest. Atletico Madrid, they've been chucked out there. Other clubs in Spain, France, Italy, lots of teams are interested in signing Dusan from Fiorentina. We do know that Manchester City have scouted him, are still having a look, and are still keen on signing him. My impression of this transfer is that he is not the first choice attacker that Manchester City are looking at when it comes to signing a striker. Now, from my last story that I was just mentioning there, City are believed to be looking for a striker in the summer rather than in the winter. And with that in mind, there is every possibility that Dusan Vlahovic could well leave Fiorentina in the January transfer window. And if that's the case, then I have my doubts about whether that club would be Manchester City or not. Now, in terms of a fee, with all this interest, apparently Fiorentina have put that price up. 70 million euros it's gone from, and it's believed that they could be looking towards closer to 80 million euros rather than 70 million euros, which is a whole increase of nearly 10 million euros on his original asking price, which was just from last week. And I have a feeling this is because of the interest. So Fiorentina are asking for a lot of money. It's believed in terms of his wages and all of that kind of stuff, in terms of his personal terms, Dusan's asking for over £200,000 per week in wages as well. So what this is telling me is this is going to be a fairly expensive transfer for City to get done. And what City need to balance up here is Dusan the player that City want to sign? Is he the man that's going to take Manchester City forward? Are there other better alternatives out there? Players like Erling Haaland, players like Harry Kane, players like Darwin Nunez. These are the players that City are getting linked with. These are the players that City will have a serious look at. And should Dusan not happen for City, there are other players for us to look at as well. And in terms of cost, other than Haaland's wages, everyone else seems to be falling into that affordable bracket. We don't know too many details on Darwin Nunez as of yet. He's a player that certainly we should be keeping an eye on heading into the summer, just purely based on Manchester City's liking to Benfica, considering we have previously been linked with Darwin and we have been actively scouting him as well. He's definitely a player City are looking at, and we already know that City are getting heavily linked with Erling Haaland. He's getting heavily linked with Real Madrid right now. United's name's back out in there as well, so who knows? One thing we do have that's pretty concrete, though, is that Ferran Torres will be more than likely leaving Manchester City, and we do have a price tag put on that, and we're looking at £50 million, and this is going to be used towards a striker. My question to you now, that £50 million, where should it be used? What does it pay for? It pays for a lot of Dusan's transfer fee. It pays for a lot of the representative agent fees and some of the wage towards Erling Haaland. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like I said, I'm going to be doing daily Manchester City transfer updates throughout all of the January transfer window coming up in just over a week's time. So do subscribe if you haven't already. You want to stay in the loop with the latest Manchester City transfer news every single day ASAP. So do make sure you have subscribed with your bell pressed to put your push notifications on to be notified immediately for when I do upload. Like I said, aiming for 22k subscribers now. Less than 800 subs away, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Social media links there in the description below. Sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy this video. Aiming for 300 likes. If we could hit that, that would be absolutely brilliant. And also, like I said, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, including what striker you want, what's your thoughts that's happening with Ferran Torres and that £50 million transfer to Barcelona. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you all again very soon. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.